First error says rent expense 1000 had been recorded in the premises account. Then rent is an expense, premises is an asset. So an expense have been recorded in an asset account. So correct amount, correct side, but wrong class. Then we call it a error of principle. Since there's a debit entry and a credit entry for equal values, we do not it will not get revealed through the trial balance. So how we correct it is the rent account is going to be debited and premises account is going to be credited, because by mistake we have entered 1000 on the debit side of the premises account. So to cancel that, to get rid of it, we have to pass a credit entry in the premises account. Next we enter the correct entry in the rent account. So debit rent, credit premises. Then in the second one, the purchaser's journal, what should have been entered as 880 has been entered as 800 instead. So the amount has been entered incorrectly in the purchaser's journal means at that time you would have entered it in the creditors or the trade payables account also as 800 and not 880. In the purchaser's account also you would have entered it as 800. So this is actually a error of original entry. So to correct that, we need to add another 80 more to each account. Purchaser's account, we need to debit that additional 80. And in the trade payables account, or rather we can say Peter, we will be crediting that 80. Then in the third one, wages paid $100 had been debited to the bank account and credited to the wages account. So when we pay wages, money goes out, which means the bank account should have been credited, but instead they have debited the bank account. Wages is an expense. Expense increases, you should debit wages account, but instead they have credited it. So this is called an error of complete reversal, where the two sides, the correct amount, correct accounts, but the two sides have been switched. This error too will not be revealed through the trial balance, because although there is an error, there is a debit and a credit entry for equal values. Now, if this is the wages account and if this is the bank account, what we have done is we have debited bank 100 and credited wages 100. But wages account should not be credited, it should be debited. Now, to cancel this 100 on the credit side, we have to debit it $100, but that will cancel this out, which means there will be zero balance in the wages account. But we need a debit balance of 100 in the wages account. So to do that, we need to debit another 100 more. So altogether $200 have to be debited in the wages account. Then in the bank account also, to cancel this 100, we put 100 on the credit side. Then to pass the correct entry, we again have to credit the bank account with $100. So altogether that's $200 credited to the bank account. So the final journal entry will be wages, debit 200 and bank, credit 200.